Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Rochelle Murcia.
And I'm Michael Patterson. The battle for second looks again to be a tight contest. And here's a look at where things stand right now as the results come up on your screen. Vince Fong with a commanding lead, 41% of the votes, 43,000 their total. Again, keep in mind 84% reporting here at this point. In second is Mike Boudreau with 26% at 27,000 votes. And right behind him is Marisa Wood, 23% with 24,000 votes. Now, Boudreau claimed second place in a statement earlier today, and despite his lead over Wood, that has yet to be confirmed.
Eyewitness News reporter Will Silverstein is here now to explain what these results all mean. Will?
Well, Michael, Rochelle, it was a big night for Vince Fong, who once again took home the biggest vote share. But with another election in May, a potential Republican opponent in that election, and a lawsuit that threatens his candidacy, there's still a long way to go to fill Kevin McCarthy's seat.
I'm Vince Fong, and I'm running for Congress to share my vision.
And he is winning so far. The leads in both the primary and special election coming off the heels of a lawsuit that threatened his candidacy.
If you would ask him, several months ago, if this is a position that he'd want to be in, he'd take it in a minute.
Why? Because strategist Tim Rosales says Fong has managed to keep his Bakersfield base.
Voters are going to speak loudly. I think that there's a lot going in Vince Fong's favor right now.
Kevin McCarthy's vacancy is quite a seat to be filled.
And it is one Professor Ian Anderson says voters want a Bakersfield-based candidate to fill, something Fong's Tulare-based chief rival Sheriff Mike Boudreau may be unable to offer.
We want to be able to drive to his office. There is a real importance to have local representation at the federal level. And I think that's something we need to remember, is that this is our voice in Congress.
But that lingering lawsuit threatening his candidacy is still lingering, even though Fong's candidacy survived the Superior Court ruling.
It's always possible an appellate court overturns the trial court.
Former federal prosecutor Neama Rahmani says nothing is set in stone in Fong's favor just yet. The Secretary of State's office argued that keeping Fong on the ballot would disenfranchise voters who support him in both races. But Rahmani says Fong's team may argue taking him off the ballot does the same.
Fong has a good argument that he's the clear leader for the congressional seat. He's already said that he does not want to run for the assembly seat. So it's not like he's trying to run for two different offices at once. So in his argument to the Court of Appeal will be that he's trying to comply with the spirit of the law.
While the Secretary of State would like this heard right after the April 4th certification of votes, Rahmani says appellate courts tend to take their time and may even make a ruling during the summer and after the winner is sworn in. That means
we're in uncharted legal waters here. If the court were to determine that he was ineligible for the ballot entirely and he's already in office, then we may have a situation where we'd have to have an immediate special election to fill that seat.
Now that runoff again is set for Tuesday, May 21st. Right now, things are looking like an all-Republican runoff, but there are still more votes to be counted. Reporting in studio, Will Silverstein, Eyewitness News.